Hello YouTube, my name is Jams. Today I'm going to be playing Plants vs Zombies. I'm using the widescreen mod because I think it looks better and I just prefer it. Unfortunately this isn't going to be a first time playthrough. I have played this game before, it's one of my favourite games to play in fact. I think it's going to be fun. Fun first series for the channel just to test the waters a little because I enjoy the game so it's safe. Without further ado, let's just get into things. Obviously this game, when it first released, it was only in 4x3, so that's why I'm using widescreen here. Adds these bushes, because that's where the screen would have cut off in the original. Here we are, first level. So we've got these pea shooters. These guys basically are your main defense early on. They're quite cheap, they only cost 100 sun. You see there, collect sun, it's every 1 sun is worth 25. It's first level. As the tutorial, it just teaches you how to pick up sun, plant plants, fight zombies. It's quite easy. The only way you really lose this one is if you were to plant something really close and they just eat it. Since there's only like 5 of these dudes, I don't think they're gonna get very far. And the thing with this game, it's not too difficult at all. Once you get a good flow, once you understand the mechanics, you can just play for as long as you want and never tire. That's what I do. So, by level 2, here we have the sunflowers. These are pretty much the most important plant you can have. While all the other guys are shooting zombies, these are the guys who are going to be powering the economy. Now the game does say have at least 3 of them, that's a good rule of thumb. But I like to have at least the first 2 columns full of sunflowers. I think that's the main strategy for this game. Of course I do know there is a bit of discourse among the community. People aren't sure whether you should have the sunflowers in front of the attackers or behind. I don't know. I don't care, honestly. I just put them wherever I feel they'd be best. And right now I feel like they'd be best in the back. Protected. Because the only dudes who are coming out of these bushes are these basic guys without the hats. And if you've never seen this game before, you might be wondering what I'm saying by hats. You'll soon find out what I mean by the hats. It's not just going to be these basic guys in their brown coats and red ties. Honestly, this game was the peak of gaming. Of tower defense gaming, at least. I mean, people nowadays, they like to rave about Bloons tower defense. Don't get me wrong, that was a great game as well. I love all the games in that series as well. But honestly, this game is where it's at for me. It's so simple. Yeah, so fun. And here we have the cherry bomb. Now, cherry bomb looks expensive and it takes a while to recharge. You'll notice that the plants, when you've planted them, oh, there's the hat guys I was talking about. The plants, when you've planted them, they take a while to sort of recharge. It takes about 10 seconds before another one's ready. Whereas this guy takes about a minute before he's ready. Say here, there's 2 of them. before they're ready. And what this guy is good at is when you've got a huge cluster of zombies and you just want to get rid of them all. Now most people will say, oh, you should only use those types of plants as a last resort. Yeah, you can do that if you're confident enough that your attackers are going to do the job. But if you're not confident enough, it's always good to get out a cherry bomb or any of the other explosive plants. You know, it doesn't even have to be explosive. There are some plants that just do their thing without exploding. I'm actually going to put a pea shooter here because these guys are slow. It's going to take a while for them to come out. Now these early levels, they can be quite boring, but I mean, someone is going to play these levels for the first time and have no idea what they're doing, but they can have fun anyway. That's how I started. And this guy with the cone on his head, he's about 3 times as strong as the regular guys, so you're gonna need to at least double up the pea shooters if you want to take these guys out. Maybe. I'm just joking. As you can see, 2 pea shooters can easily take on these guys. I'm not gonna plant any more plants. I'm just gonna wait for the time is right to show off the cherry bomb. Now it'll probably be, you see down here we have the level progress meter. With that flag at the end, that's a huge wave of zombies. I think you saw it in the previous level. That basically just means all the rows are going to be full of zombies. It's going to be a huge cluster. But since we're only dealing with 3 rows at the moment, it's prime time for a bit of cherry cola. Here comes the flag, representing Zombie Nation. Let's just blow them all. Easy. But then again, you knew that already. Now here's the walnut. This is also a very important plant. Not so much in the earlier levels, later on when you get more intrusive zombies. Can be quite useful in this level actually, because you've got 5 lanes to deal with. It's the full board, and you're going to want to get out lots of sunflowers to get out lots of pea shooters. Sometimes you don't want to get the pea shooters out straight away, because you'll notice these zombies, they sort of come out, they're sort of polite in the way they come out. One of them comes out and another one doesn't come out, at least for a while, or until this guy's dropped dead. So what I'm going to actually do here, I'm going to give him a walnut to chew on for a bit while we build up the sunflowers. Once I've got a full row, start blasting them with a pea shooter. There we go. These walnuts, they can take quite a beating. Most plants they can only take about 6 bites. Walnut can take about 60. It's always a good idea to have a line of walnuts defending your house. I'm cutting it close to this one, but he's already lost his arm, so I think I'm all good. The next guy to show up, there he is. The walnut here just in case. And here comes a cone head, so it was probably a good idea to put a walnut there, because I'm probably not gonna be able to get 2 pea shooters out before he would get to the pea shooters, so that's why I've got a walnut there. Just to stall him. Put the second pea shooter there so he's not chewing on the walnut for too long. Fun game. We've built up quite the economy here. Now, technically we don't need that much more sun. We can pretty much just go as it is. I bet there'll be some people yelling at me like, no, you've let our sun disappear. Not a scratch. Well, maybe 1 or 2. Right. Here's the huge wave for this level. Should be easy enough. Here comes the flag. I'm gonna blow up this group here. Conehead. Just like that, we've unlocked a shovel. It's my favourite plant in the game, this. It's not actually a plant, but we'll soon find out what it does. One of the best characters in fiction. Everybody put your hands together for Mr. Crazy Dave. Greetings, neighbour. The name's Crazy Dave. You can just call me Crazy Dave. Listen, I got a surprise for you. First, I'll need you to clear your lawn. Use your shovel and dig up those plants. Let the digging commence. That's my Crazy Dave voice. So, digging up these pea shooters. Okay, goody. Now for the surprise. We're going bowling. Here, take this walnut. Why did I put a walnut in your hand? Cause I'm crazy. Now go. Bowl me over there. That's what he sounds like to me. So this is walnut bowling. This is a mini game. You may be wondering, how is it bowling? These guys don't move. Yeah, they do. See, they roll just like this. They bounce off. So you can actually hit multiple zombies in a row if you're skilled enough. And this guy, this red walnut, is the exploder nut. I won't use him just yet, he's my secret weapon. I'm going to keep him just in the catalogue ready to go. For the moment I'll just use these regular walnuts. You see that? It just ricocheted and hit that guy who's just coming out of the bushes. I think we can do it again, yeah. Another exploder nut. I'll save these just in case we get into a pickle. Oh, I just missed that guy. Like, this isn't a pickle, but I have 2 so I can show it off. It's just an explosive walnut. You could probably guess. It just acts like a cherry bomb when it hits the zombies. Right, what do we have here? I feel bad for the neighbours on the other side of the road. They're getting like walnuts coming at them. Well, this is a zombie apocalypse. They couldn't have been evacuated. That's a smart thing to do. Guess my character's not the smartest guy. He's just sitting there gardening. I just heard a cone get destroyed. I think a row walnut just stole a cone from someone. Boom. 5 of them turned to ash in a moment's notice. That's the power of the Explodonut. Final wave. This would be a good time to use the Explodonuts, but you know, I think we can handle it. I think we're good enough. Would be nice to have an Explodonut, but deal with that one for now. Oh. These 5 brown coats, they're not going anywhere. Keeps just missing that guy. Ah, there we go. Ah, there's still one more. Right, and this guy. We're getting all the important plants first. This is another very important plant. It doesn't look very important. He's just a little guy, you know. He's a potato. Potato mine, believe it or not. Oh, and that guy, I'll explain later. Potato mine is very useful for taking out the first few zombies while you're still building up your sunflowers. Because you're going to need that sun for the sunflowers. And pea shooters, they cost 100, that's 4 suns. This guy only costs 25. What you're going to want to do, this guy isn't available at first. You're going to want to put him on this side of the lawn. Give him time to charge. As you can see, he's not ready yet. He's still in the ground. But give him some time and he'll pop right up. There you go. He's just appeared like a mole. And that flashing red light on top of his head, that shows you that he knows a zombie's coming. And I know a zombie's coming. I can see him. Once he steps on the potato mine, spit out. But now, because I've got a full row of sun, I can put a pea shooter down and take this guy out. Now, I don't know if you've been counting or not, but these brown coat zombies, they only take 10 peas to be defeated. They lose their arm at 5 peas, and their head at 10. And they fall down. And now we've got 2 zombies to deal with. Sometimes, when you've got more expensive plants later on, it would be useful to take out one with a pea shooter and the other with potato mine. Now obviously, yeah, I can just put another pea shooter down there. I have enough sun, and the pea shooter recharges pretty fast. But just to demonstrate, I'm going to put a potato mine there. Now here's a cone head. Instead, I'm going to put the pea shooter here to deal with the cone head. So it's worked out in my favour. And here's the new guy. This is the pole vaulter zombie. He's pretty fast, and he vaults with a pole. So what I like to do on this earlier level is to sort of make him waste his pole on the potato mine, because the thing is, he can jump over the walnut. He doesn't have to take a single bite out of the walnut if he hasn't jumped over it. And if he jumps over the walnut, he can get straight into your more squishy plants like the pea shooters. But he's still pretty basic, so that's why he's introduced so early on. As long as you get rid of that pole, he's there. Well, just like any other zombie, really. You might see a spadao here. There we go. Another potato mine somewhere. Maybe not. Fortunately, I don't think we're going to get full wall out this time. Save the potato mine for a pole vaulter. Now you may be wondering, what's these lawn mowers at the edge for? Well, if you've never played Plants vs Zombies, at least. what therefore is, if any zombie makes it past all of your plants, that lawnmower is going to take out the entire lane of zombies. It's the last line of defense, but they don't replenish. I just dug that up. They don't replenish, so you should always leave them for the last moment. Now this guy is the snow pea. It's just like the pea shooter, only it slows the zombies, makes them all cold and slow. So it's just like the other level, really. Only I'm sure this one has two flags, two huge waves of zombies to deal with instead of just the one. Yeah. So this, I believe this is one of the first true proper levels of the game. This is when it starts getting real. I say real. You know. You can't get too real immediately, you've only got 6 plants to work with. And now I'm gonna put the pea shooter lane in front because I'm gonna use this column here. Maybe this column here for the snow pea. When we get ready to plant some of those. Now snow pea's great because I think he halves the speed of the zombie. And you only need one snow pea to half the speed of the zombie. It's not going to double the effect. I'm actually going to use a potato mine here because I don't have enough sun for both a snow pea. Well, I'm going to put a snow pea there anyway. As you can see, he turns blue, he's all cold. He doesn't want to move very much because he's all cold. And because he's a zombie, he doesn't have a beating heart. He can't exactly move faster to get that blood pumping, to get that circulation to warm himself up. So he's just going to slowly trudge along the lawn until he meets his demise. A potato. Now this guy, on the other hand, he's happily walking, but oops, he's cold as well. Mind you, it could be quite refreshing in the summer. Another conehead. Now, I want to know if it's worth putting out a third column of pea shooters. I'm gonna do that, a third column of pea shooters. After we've done the snow peas. I know it's a bit overkill, especially in this early sort of time. Right, now we're gonna demonstrate just how good Snow Pea is. This fast guy, he'd be careening across the lawn like it's nobody's business, but we just took him down right there. He didn't even use his pole. Right, what row needs the pea shooter? This row. Sorry about the cut, I just had to sneeze. We're doing quite well here. lot harder as the game goes on. I don't think I need to do much else. I can just keep collecting some. Maybe we'll get 1,000. Now, for those with a bit more know-how, or just a bit more knowledge of the game, you'll notice that... Oh, he just jumped over the wall, but that's fine. You'll know that there's 2 versions of the game. You've got the original version, and the Game of the Year edition, that was released on Steam. And the Game of the Year edition comes with achievements, comes with the Zombatar, which is where you get to customize your own flag zombies who come out here. That's what my channel icon is. But this is a mod from the original version of the game in 2009. So it doesn't have Zombatar, it doesn't have achievements, and it might even have the original dancing zombie, who was based on Michael Jackson from Thriller. But they asked the team, the developers, the Jackson estate, to remove his likeness from the game, because unfortunately, by some twisted fate, just a few weeks after the game was released, Michael Jackson passed away. Now here we have the Chomper. Chomper's good. Oh, and this is the first occasion where we get to actually choose the plants we bring into the level. We only have 6 slots, but we have 7 plants, so we have to choose wisely. Now what we have here, we also have the Buckethead zombie, who is the strongest of these brown coats, because he has a bucket on his head. Simple as that. Now, I don't see myself using Cherry Bomb that much, so I'm going to bring in all of these guys except for the Cherry Bomb. Sorry. I do like the Chomper. Many people don't like the Chomper. They think he's not very good. But basically, how he works is you'll plant him, and he'll just sit there waiting. When a zombie comes up close to him, he'll just eat it, just like that. But he'll be stuck chewing for about 40 seconds. I think that's how long it is. Before he swallows and is ready to take another zombie. I mean, I like the plant. It's a good sort of, not quite last line of defense, but sort of that, like barbed wire almost. So the zombies come up, they reach the walnut, and because Chomper, let's put a Chomper here just to show. The Chomper will, the zombie will be chewing on the walnut, but the Chomper will eat the zombie. The walnut will still be there. So any next zombie that comes while the Chomper's still chewing, will just have to eat on the walnut. It's like that. I'm rambling, I know I'm rambling, I get like that sometimes. You're just gonna have to deal with it if you watch this channel. So I am, I'm just a rambly kind of a guy. We're gonna actually use a Chomper again. I know it's 150, and I know there's pea shooters I could be spending that sun on. But I love the Chomper. He's just a goofy guy, and obviously he looks like Audrey 2 from The Little Shop of Horrors. It's a great musical. And there's another conehead. I'm actually not going to use a Chomper this time. We're going to use a Snow Pea. And arguably it might be worse to use a Snow Pea because it's more expensive than a Chomper. But you get more defense in the long run. This guy pea shooter because he's still chewing. And here comes the Buckethead. Bucketheads are about 7 times as strong as the as the regular zombies. They're about twice as strong as the coneheads. This is why the Chomper was introduced in this level. Look at that, not even a dent in the bucket. Those bucket heads are just evil. Mind you, there are more evil zombies yet to come. I won't spoil anything just in case you've never seen this game before, but they're terrifying. Here's the huge wave. We've only got one to deal with this time. Let's see if we can get that last snow pea out before it turns out there's a bucket head on that road. No, he's on the bar. Let's see if we can actually take out this bucket head before he reaches the chopper. He's also got a basic brown friend there, so might be a bit more difficult than it looks. And unfortunately, the Chomper can only eat one zombie at a time. So these guys who are clumped up here, if both of those reached the Chomper would only eat one of them. Just like that. We've unlocked the repeater. As you can see, it fires 2 peas at a time. It's literally just a double pea shooter. Now here we've got the full gang. We've got the basics, you've got the coneheads, the pole vaulters, and even the bucket heads. And it's just occurred to me, look over here. It says Dave 1 on that caravan, on the license plate. I've never noticed that before. So does that mean Dave is my over the road neighbor? Guess it does. I'm not gonna bring in the pea shooter this time. What? Yeah. Sorry. Because I'm confident we can get enough sun to afford a repeater. Well, a snow pea. And the thing is, it's either pea shooter or potato mine. Potato mine can take care of the first 2 zombies if we don't have a snow pea in time. And the thing is, the reason I'm not bringing in pea shooter is because we have the repeater. The repeater, if you... well, it's just plain simple. It is 2 pea shooters in 1 tile. Like, that's a tile and that's a tile. There's about 45 tiles. And they can only plant 1 plant on a tile. And since the repeater is 1 plant, it's doing the same function as 2 plants, 2 pea shooters. Well, it just works out better. You just do your maths. There we go. We've already got our first snow pea out. Got a potato mine ready in case we don't have the second snow pea ready. I think we can make it. Oops. It's quite a good idea to get these snow peas out quite early on. Keeping the zombies slow is always good. Gives you more time to, well, defeat them. Now this guy I'm actually going to explode with the potato mine because there's another guy in the top lane. I don't think we can get 2 snow peas out fast enough. Now, actually looking at it, yeah, there's a bit of a difference. But obviously the zombies are so slow, these ones at least. They're half in their speed. now we have a Conehead. I think the Snow Pea can deal with the Conehead on his own. But just in case he can't, I'm going to bring in a repeater as well. As you can see, just as you would expect, he's shooting 2 peas at once. I mean, if you didn't expect that, I don't know what you were expecting. Probably gonna play through all of these daytime stages, and then I'm gonna end the video. Because this is only a first video, you don't want to watch me play through the entire game. That'll take hours, and then I'll need to edit it to make it shorter. It's just a bunch of stuff I don't want to do right now. Maybe we should start getting out these chompers. After I've got this last repeater out. There we go. I know that's not a chomper, but walnuts take a while to recharge, so we gotta get a head start. Ooh, pole vaulters. Of course, the most important thing you can do while playing Plants vs Zombies is ensure that your lawn has symmetry. If you've not got a symmetrical lawn, something has gone wrong in your life. Like right now, this is wrong. There's one chomper on this side. Now, obviously, you could just remove the chomper, but that looks a lot more pleasing to the eye, in my opinion. Like, this is wrong as well. There should be a full line of walls. I've only got 3 in a potato. There we go. That looks better. Now it's symmetrical. Now here comes a Buckethead. I was talking about how these basic zombies, they only take 10 peas. These Bucketheads take 65. And the Coneheads take about 30. We're actually able to take out this Buckethead. I don't think he's even going to get chomped. Now the Conehead is, because he's just been using the Buckethead as a meat shield. Will he even get chomped? No, he will. And that's why Chomper's so good, so that you've not got these stragglers munching on your nuts. This is great. We might see a chomp initiate here. It's just possible. You know, I think we will. There we go. And this is a note. Doesn't add anything to our arsenal. But what it does do is tell us what the zombies are going to do next. I'm going to do my zombie voice.
Now, we are about to launch an all-out attack on your house. Sincerely, the zombies.
That's the zombie voice. They've not got many vocal cords left, so they're kind of straining for a noise to come out there. 1-10. This is one of my favourite levels in the game, and you'll soon see why. These plants, they come out on the conveyor belt. You don't need to spend some. You can just immediately plant them without anything going on. And the thing is, you get every plant that you've unlocked so far apart from the sunflower. And that's just because you don't need some. Simple as that. Save those cherry bombs. The thing is, this level can get quite crowded, and I don't just mean the zombies. Like, obviously these zombies are coming 3 by 3. But the plant side, this is the part I love about this level. Why have I just gotten 4 cherry bombs? Anyway, what I like about this level is you can fill up the entire lawn with plants by the end of it. You'll have no less than 20 plants on the lawn. It gets crazy, but not unmanageable crazy. More chaotic than crazy. No, as I was going to say, you are supposed to get chomped, but I haven't got a chomper yet. But there we go, there's a chomper. Another chomper. Usually I only get one. Chompers and snow peas seem to be more rare than other plants on this level. On the conveyor belt. Full line of repeaters. Double repeater. That's 6 peas on this line, on the top lane. 6 peas on the bottom as well. I should have done it on the 4th pea. That's 4 pole vaulters. Do you know how we're going to deal with them? And all of their associates? We're going to explode them. This line now has 2, 4, 6, 9. 9 peas on the bottom. This is what I mean. Look at all of these peas that are flying across the screen. It is just chaos. And I love it. As you just saw there, if a potato mine isn't armed and a zombie reaches it, it'll just start munching. Now we have 9 peas flying across every single lane, one of which is a snow pea. I'm actually going to replace this one because it's a bit cracked. Another snow pea. I'm going to start planting these eggs on the wall. These are like the meat shields. They do a bit of damage. They're not crucial to the defense. We might see a full column of chompers, which for some reason I never get. Find that? Yes, we did. I find that quite funny. If you kill a zombie and then explode it, it just sort of, the headless body sort of just stays there. Tidy this up just for the last wave. hands off, hands free. We're gonna see how this does, and obviously it's gonna win because it's like decimate. Well, not even decimation because we're killing all of them. It's just it's just genocide, zombie genocide. That's 2 bucket heads on that lane. Luckily we have a chomper to deal with one of them. Even without the chomper, I feel like we could have taken care of both of them. And that does it for the day area. That's 10 levels, and we've just unlocked the Puffshroom. Great plant in its own right, especially at the night time. Now we're gonna leave it here. I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna go to the main menu. We're gonna end this video here. Thanks for watching. Be sure to stick around for more uploads. This is the first video on this channel, so there'll be nothing else to watch for the moment, but just stick around. Maybe I'll post something else in the future. Even if this video doesn't reach anyone. Bye.